Mario Lopez.
What's up, y'all? Mario Lopez joining me now on Zoom. Five-time Emmy-nominated actress Kim Cattrall. How are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. So nice to catch up with you after so long.
I know. It's so nice to see you. I've been such a big fan for such a long time, and you always put a big smile on my face. And I'm excited about your new Fox show. This sounds really cool. Filthy Rich is the name of it. Is it in the vein of like a Dynasty or more of a 90210, or how would you describe it?
It's more of, I think you got something with the Dynasty Dallas kind of connection.
I love those shows.
Me too, me too. It's about wealth and power and family and how, the people that you think are the closest to you and you know them so well and you trust them, maybe you shouldn't trust them so much.
Wow, yeah, that's like real life. Exactly.
Yes. Family dramas are the closest thing to real life because they're with you every single day. They are.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you play the matriarch of the family, Margaret Monroe. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's got to be a fun character.
It is. She's larger than life. I like to think of her as the JR of the piece. You don't know whether she's good, bad, or wicked.
Ooh,
or filthy.
Fun. Yes.
It was
very
such
layered.
a plum role, and Tate Taylor, who's the creator and director behind it, he sort of really allowed us all to contribute, and my contribution is usually of the comic kind, of the absurd, of the ironic. So I loved playing her. She's delicious and delightful and disgustingly terrible at times. And she's an evangelical as well, so it gets more and more complicated as the story unfolds.
Oh, that is great. You are going to kill that role. Sounds like so much fun. Obviously this was filmed before the pandemic. Where did you guys shoot it?
We shot it in New Orleans.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, beautiful New Orleans. And
does it take place down there? Is that essential part of it?
Yes,
Oh, nice.
it does. It takes place there and their farmhouse just outside of New Orleans. And it's evangelical, as I said. They own a network. And my husband is killed in the first episode, or we think he's killed.
Oh.
And Gerald McCraney plays my husband, wonderful actor.
Oh, he's great.
He is great. He is great and a lot of fun to work with. He's actually from New Orleans, so he knew all the places to go and the city secrets. So when he dies, these three children come forward to make a claim. These illegitimate, as Margaret thinks of them as, come forward and make their claim on her fortune, and she's not having any of it.
I bet. Wow, this is totally my kind of show. I totally want to see this. And New Orleans is such a charming city and such a vibrant city.
And a dangerous city, too.
It is. Yeah, it's like a character in and of itself, the city.
It is.
With some great food. Right there.
And entertainment.
Yes, and great entertainment. Yes, absolutely. Kim, your resume includes such classic 80s films like Big Trouble in Little China, Police Academy, Mannequin, and I'm a child of the 80s, so loved all those, seen them dozens of times. What do people bring up the most from that era?
I think it's pretty much Mannequin comes to mind. Yeah, and if whoever it is a bit nerdy, definitely Big Trouble in Little China.
Big Jack, Kurt Russell, of course.
Yeah.
Sunday nights were a staple for me with Sopranos and Sex and the City back in the day. If that show came out today, do you think it would look any different?
Oh, yes, it really would. I mean, I look back on that time, it sort of hit a zeitgeist that was in the air. There'd been so much repression for so long about sexuality, particularly women's sexuality, not just because of the AIDS crisis, but just society and by and large kind of closed down. And that was, I think, a torch in the dark to sort of say, look what's going on really, and look how women are relating to each other in a very truthful, serious, funny, irreverent manner. And let's expose it. Let's reveal that as the main characters. And that was something that was very new, as obvious as that seems now. It was very new in the late 90s and the early noughts to have women, taking jobs or creating jobs or relationships on their terms. The mantra for the character I played, Samantha, was always, I love you, but I love me more.
Yeah, that's
And
important.
that was very revolutionary for 20, 22 years ago for a woman to say that and live by it. So I think it would look more like a Golden Girl scenario now than it would a Sex in the
Oh,
City.
oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I think so. Which I love that show too. They were very irreverent and funny.
Amazing show. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I wasn't the target demo, but I love that show.
You've always told us that you felt like you were a Samantha.
I know I loved you. I knew it. We had a connection.
See, connected right there. Where are you speaking to us from, by the way? Are you an Angelino? Are you still a New Yorker?
No, I've been a New Yorker for the past 25 years. Well, actually, I started my first destination living in the United States was when I went to theater school in New York in the 70s. And I love New York. I've seen it through, gosh, it's changed so much and continues to do so.
Right.
But I love that city. That's been my home. I have a place just outside of the city on Long Island. So that's where I am today.
Oh, nice. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Liverpool in England.
Oh.
All my relatives are British and mostly from the north of England. And we moved to Canada when I was just a baby. And I went back and forth between Canada and England quite a few times. And then when I went to theater school, I decided, the school that would accept me at my age of 16 was a school in New York. So I moved to New York at 16 by myself.
Oh, wow. Scary.
I know. It was scary, but it was kind of like going to Oz.
Yeah.
The city itself is just so bigger than life. It always has been, always will be.
Right.
For me. So it was, I have, the place that you go to college in, especially, or school, after a certain age, that's where you get your first bank account. That's where you have your first boyfriend. You lose your virginity.
You start adulting. Yes.
Yeah. So New York has always has been a home.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, I want to put you on the spot with some quick questions, quick answers. Okay.
Okay.
Favorite show you've binged during quarantine?
Oh boy. The channel that I binge pretty consistently, especially when I'm feeling, a little uneasy or insecure, is Turner Classic Movies. And I think that's because I used to watch those movies on Sunday nights with my mom growing up. And I always felt very comforted because that's the movie she went to see when she was a girl. And, not just the Buzley Berkeley, but the film noir. And so when I see those movies, it makes me feel very comforted and secure. So it's that, and it's a bit of Me TV too. I love what they do. Those old Raymond Burr shows, and I love all of that. So I'm finding comfort actually in things that I've already been through. That's helping me get through this time.
Yeah, no, I love it, especially the musicals. I love the Turner Classics.
Yeah, me too.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah, little Tina Turner. All right.
What's love got to do with it?
There you go. Commit. I like it. Celebrity crush growing up.
Oh my gosh, so many crushes growing up. Oh boy. I always loved Sidney Poitier.
Okay.
I remember seeing To Sir with Love, and I kind of got swept away with him in that. Yeah.
What's the most fun you've ever had on a set?
Oh, I think Filthy Rich was really fun. Really, really, really fun. Because I got to be so outrageous and use a Southern accent, because you can do really outrageous things if you sound so lovely and so sweet.
Yeah, Southern accents, exactly. Make everything just, they put you kind of sugarcoat everything while they're insulting you at the same time. I cannot wait to see that show. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And listen, watch Filthy Rich Mondays on Fox. Kim, thank you so much for checking in.
Great to see you.
On with Mario Lopez.